This special presentation was produced in high definition by WEDU, Tampa, St. Petersburg, Sarasota.
You have to stretch, make a statement, you know.
The ballet impresario who retired, we're happy to find, didn't.
The line is very correct.
And another old friend, the great artist, performer, impresario, Robert de Warren. We last met him when he was retiring as head of the Sarasota Ballet. We thought he was retiring, that's what he said, but fortunately he wasn't really. Today, Robert de Warren is as busy as he's ever been.
You have to stretch, make a statement, you know.
Robert de Warren is back where he belongs.
Plié, coupe, coupe.
Teaching a class of ballerinas, striving for the precision and grace that turn movements into grand expressions.
You have to find the key to the lock for that step. Once you understand that little detail, the step just happens.
De Warren's life has revolved around ballet for more than 60 years. He has choreographed and directed a swirling array of superstars, including the dashing Jose Carreno, who recently retired as principal dancer of the American Ballet Theater.
He's a very big international star, and I met him when I was directing the ballet of La Scala in Milan. We've been friends ever since, so I invited him when I was the director of Sarasota Ballet. He would come and perform with our dancers. Up and flex.
De Warren retired from the Sarasota Ballet in 2007. Finally, the timing was right for a colossal collaboration.
We called it the Carreno Dance Festival, and it would be at the Opera House a whole month of intensive classes to dancers, young pre-professionals, chosen very carefully all over the country and from abroad.
More than 50 promising dancers attend the summer program, culminating with a performance. Planning every detail is a year-round job now for de Warren.
His energy, his kind of like it's unstoppable, and I love it. I love it. He has a great positive energy, and that you can feel it. The kids, they're doing fantastic. They're having a great time.
13-year-old Diana Dizon of Sarasota was thrilled with the star-studded faculty.
Working with Mr. Carreno was amazing. I mean, getting to demonstrate with him is like a dancer's dream. And class with Mr. de Warren this morning was so much fun.
Aside from her 5 to 8 hours of practice 6 days a week, Diana has a hereditary advantage.
Thank you. You see, that was a pirouette.
Her parents were internationally acclaimed dancers. Her mother, Diane Partington, was also de Warren's prima ballerina when he led the Sarasota Ballet.
My little children, you're my grandchild, aren't you now?
De Warren treats his ballerinas like family.
I thank him for a lot of wonderful memories, and probably one of the most special was allowing me the time to take off to have my second daughter, which is Diana. So that was something that not every company would allow you to do and have your contract waiting when you come back.
That's right. Now go up to
His compassion and understanding of dancers isn't a stretch. He was once a great ballet virtuoso himself.
Now stretch knees.
He was the soloist for the distinguished Stuttgart Ballet when his former company, the world-famous Royal Ballet, beckoned for his return.
And I went and did a class with a company that hadn't seen me for 4 years almost, and when they saw the way I was dancing, they all stopped and said, "Robert, go on." And after that day, it was so bad because I really pushed myself, and I couldn't walk because I was born with some abnormality in the bottom of my feet. So that was the change of career.
Despite the heartache, the ex-dancer moved seamlessly into directing, choreographing, and he taught himself the fine art of costume and set designing as well. With the unfaltering love and support of Jacqueline, his ballerina bride, de Warren's first experience as a director revolutionized the National Ballet of Iran.
The Shah had asked me to use Persian composers. By the time we finished, we'd done about 50 different travels in the country, and we had, a whole company of national performers with which we toured the world as ambassadors of Iranian cultures.
And he brought the world of dance to Iran. He has directed ballet companies from London to Milan to Iran, but after retiring from the Sarasota Ballet, he was content to launch his next project right here, and the Carreno Dance Festival was born. After weeks of intense rehearsals, the final performance, an evening to remember. Dancing on the same stage where her mother had been a star, 13-year-old Diana Dizon looked ready to become herself a prima ballerina.
And everybody said, it could have been done in Paris or London. So that's what I want. I think Sarasota has such a wide cultural, spectrum, and to bring something of dance and make it, as it's going to be, a permanent thing every year, is going to be a big contribution to this city and to dance on a whole in America too.
At nearly 80, Robert de Warren is still brimming with new ideas.
It's a career that you never end. I think creativity, like painters and writers, you can't stop yourself. I mean, many days I say, well, it's about time I retire, and before I know it, I'm doing something else, You can't retire.
Catching up with old friends, of course, is a joy in doing this broadcast.